everyone, and welcome to the latest show in our World Cup series where we're talking about each of the clubs at the World Cup. We'll try and get through as many countries as possible. Now, today's one is with a team who are favourites to win this World Cup. A team that boasts the likes of Neymar, Allison, Casemiro, Anthony. Um, there's quality all over that pitch. To discuss the Brazilian national team, it is a pleasure to have Paulo Silveira with me. Good afternoon, Paulo. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Craig. Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very well. And thank you for joining us all the way from Brazil. So, firstly, of course, I've got a Bournemouth shirt on, a big Bournemouth fan here. But you have got a Brazilian side's shirt on as well. And I believe it is Palmeiras. So you've got
Yes,
to show us it.
yes. That's it. That's it. I have my
Excellent.
Palmeiras shirt here. That is the thing I support in Brazil. And well, looking forward to the World Cup. And fun fact here, Brazil never won a World Cup without a Palmeiras player being called up. So we have Weverton, which is our
Mhm.
third goalkeeper. So let's hope, history repeats itself.
Yeah. And that will be, of course, number 6 for Brazil, won't it?
Yes, exactly, exactly. We call it, Hexa here in Brazil,
Mhm.
and people are, full of expectations regarding this World Cup because we have a good team and I think a nice chance of winning it.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you, to be honest, Paolo. I think you've got a very, very strong chance. But let's talk about the qualifying first. So, what was Brazil's qualifying campaign like?
Oh, I guess it's been like that for Brazil. The qualifiers, were, I would say, easy because mostly it is Argentina, being the main rival for Brazil regarding the qualifications, and sometimes Uruguay as well. But the qualifications for this World Cup was, fairly straightforward. I guess the main thing for Brazil was, I guess, solidifying the attack,
Mm.
or attackers, and discovering some talents like Rafinha, the former Leeds player,
Yeah,
and also Anthony as well. So finding partners for Neymar, that I would say was Tite's main challenge, and I think we were pretty successful in it.
of course, you're attacking players. You mentioned Neymar there. You've got Gabriel Jesus, who's been on fire for Arsenal. Of course, Anthony, who's recently joined Man United. Richarlison, who was at Everton, has joined Spurs recently. Martinelli, of course, also at Arsenal, who are top of the league at the moment. And to be fair, all those players have been very, very good so far, haven't they?
Yes, yes, very, very good. And I'm, closer to some of them because Gabriel Jesus was a Palmeiras player before him going to Man City. And also Martinelli, he used to play here in Brazil in a city which is right next to the city I was born in. So I used to see him play. He was even younger than he is now. And I have good expectations for them, especially for Martinelli, because I think he has been growing a lot as a player and,
Yeah.
uh, becoming a starter for Arsenal and everything. And he'll be on the bench for this World Cup, but actually, I guess it's good to know that we have players like Martinelli at the bench who can, enter the game and certainly make a difference.
Do you think the Brazilian team have got stars in it to the level of Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, those big names, Roberto Carlos? Do you think that this group are in the same league as those players?
Oh, oh, you know, that's a good question because I think I think regarding attacking talent, we are very good. I would not say at the same level as these guys because they
Hmm.
need to win this World Cup to be at the same level. But we have the best attacking talent for the since like the 2002 World Cup. So that's something that we in Brazil have a strong opinion about it. Very good attacking talent, but I think regarding midfielders and especially in defense, I would say that's not very comparable,
Hmm.
especially because, and that's my personal opinion regarding our fullbacks, we are not at the same level as we were with Cafu and Roberto Carlos and everything. Actually, the Dani Alves, being called up to the World Cup was very controversial here in Brazil. So lots of people and the media were saying, "Well, how can he call up Dani Alves? He has not been playing with his Mexican club and everything." So I guess regarding attacking talent, we have everything we need, but especially defense and fullbacks, I guess that's maybe where our weakness lies.
You mentioned there the 2002 World Cup, and to be honest, I think that was England's best chance in my lifetime, especially of making the final and potentially winning it. Um, would you say that that was the game that really cemented Brazil's place ahead of winning that tournament?
Yeah, I would say so because it was a very uh, that game represented a lot for Brazil
Mhm.
during the path to the 2002 World Cup because uh, we started losing that match, right? Owen
Yes, yeah,
goal, I guess.
yeah, Michael
Uh,
Owen.
yeah, he was playing very good at that time during that time, and it was the first more traditional big team we were playing at the tournament, and winning that game really gave confidence, I guess, to the team and also to the Brazilian people about going all the way. So it was a very representative match because it was with against a big team. So yeah, it brings good memories.
With regards to the group that you're put in, you have to be favourites to win that. But do you think it could have been easier, or are you quite happy with what you got?
To be honest, I'm happy with what we got, and usually it has been like that for Brazil regarding the World Cup groups we have been in during the last World Cups, because it's more about our team showing that we are playing well, we are confident, and showing to the people that this team can actually win it. Because I think during the last World Cup in Russia, uh, actually during the group stage, it was mainly Coutinho running the show.
Hmm.
So Brazilian people were like a bit suspicious about the team not, you know, coming together and playing well. It was mainly, individual flashes of brilliance. So I guess the main challenge for us will be showing that we have a team and not only individuals. And Neymar is what is who always comes to mind, but I think we need to show that we have a good team because I guess it will be a disaster if we don't qualify from the group stage. So show that we have a strong team and we can go all the way.
And in goal, of course, you've got Allison, who is at Liverpool and has done fairly well for the club, but they haven't got off to the best of starts. Do you think he will definitely start for Brazil?
Oh, I think so because uh, Chite likes him a lot,
Hmm.
and I guess for us Brazilians, we consider that we have, three amazing goalkeepers. So between any of them, I guess they would do a good job. But especially between Allison and Anderson, uh, I don't think it changes much. But I think Teach has a a closer relationship to Allison, so probably he'll be starting. But I think we're in good hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Wouldn't disagree with that at all. So Brazil get out of the group. Is there any particular countries that you'd rather avoid on the way to the World Cup final?
Uh, well, I would say France, like a month or 2 months ago, but they have been uh, some players injured
Hmm.
who will be out. So I guess they are weaker in that sense with so many players out. And after that, not I would want to avoid, but it would be a very difficult match. Would be against Argentina,
Hmm.
especially after they have won the Copa America here in Brazil against us in the final. So there's a lot of uh, a desire to have a revenge against Argentina. So uh, playing against them right from right after the group stage would be, I guess it would be dangerous. Maybe for the semifinal or final, it would be better. But I would say Argentina.
Any concerns about England at all this time round, or not really?
Well, to be honest, I think England have a good team.
Mm,
I like the team. I think that during the last tournaments that I have seen England playing, they did a good job. And from the outside, what I feel about England is that uh, there's like a humbleness to the way they
mhm,
play, and they want to dig deep and show that they have a good quality thing. So I think that England maybe they definitely have the potential to be like the dark horses of the tournament, and be in the third place or even in the final maybe. I guess good chances for England.
well, you've seen it many times, and I'd love to see England in the final. But do you think Brazil, if you had to put money on it, do you think Brazil could win, or will win this World Cup?
Well, I think so. I think so. Uh, we are very confident here in Brazil, and especially as I said regarding our attacking talent. And maybe if something goes wrong with our defense, that I said, I think it's our weakness. If it goes wrong early, during the group stages, we still have time to sort things out. Maybe put Militão on a fullback position and put another center back there. So I guess that we are pretty much, in a good position to go all the way and win the World Cup again for the sixth time. I guess I would put money in it, certainly.
Mhm. And of course, Qatar is going to be very, very hot. I don't know what the temperature is outside here, but it's freezing today. I think it's probably about 6, 7 Celsius. I'm guessing it's quite a lot hotter in Brazil, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a nice weather here today. I live in São Paulo, so it's not, like in other regions of Brazil where it's very hot and, humid.
Mhm.
But I guess that's something new, because usually we don't have the World Cup at this time of the year, and
Yeah.
it will be different. I guess in Brazil when we had the World Cup here, lots of the national teams felt the difference regarding the weather, and I guess that's just another challenge. But they could cope really well when they were at Brazil, and I guess Qatar will be the same. I hope it doesn't. doesn't ruin the game.
Yeah, I'm guessing though it would be a lot more adaptable for the Brazilian team than it will be for England. And when I spoke to Jonah, Canada as well.
Yeah, I guess as we have such a big country, there's all different
Mhm,
kinds of weather here, so the guys are more used to it. Most of them, I think, they have played in the Brazilian league,
mhm.
and playing in the Brazilian league, the things basically travel all over Brazil. So you will have very cold weather in the south or very warm weather in the north. So I guess that's something that maybe plays to our advantage.
How did Palmeiras get on in the Brazilian league last season? Because at the
Ah,
moment, am I right in thinking it is an off season?
yeah, we just finished the league. I
Mhm,
guess this weekend was the last match day of the league,
mhm,
and Palmeiras did really well. So I'm
mhm.
very happy about it. We were champions, like with
Excellent.
three match days, to spare. So it was a very good season for Palmeiras in general, and we have been having good seasons for the last, 3 or 4 years. We actually won during the last 3 years. We won Copa Libertadores twice, so that's like our South American Champions League. We won it twice. So Palmeiras has been doing really, really well, and it's good to see also we some Palmeiras supporters think we should have more players being called up to this World Cup, but I'm happy with Everton. I think he's definitely the best goalkeeper here in the Brazilian league, and definitely he's between the three best Brazilian goalkeepers. So it's fair he is going to Qatar.
Well, good luck to Brazil. Not that really you'll need it, because I think, personally, I think you are probably the favourites, without a shadow of a doubt. I think you are the favourites to win this tournament. But yeah, all the very, very best. And you never know. Brazil England final, it'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be very interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
It'd be the first time in my lifetime as well for England to get into a final. But like I say, you guys are used to it.
Yeah. Let's hope it all goes well for Brazil and also for England. As I said, I like the team, I like the players, and I think it has a nice chance of surprising us.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Paolo. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, and all the very, very best.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks for having me. It's very good, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity. And if you need to talk about Brazilian football, national team, or everything else, I'm available.
Yeah. Actually, on that question, Neto is a goalkeeper for Bournemouth. Um, do tell us a little bit about his career in Brazil.
Well, he was a very young goalkeeper in Brazil. He played for Atlético Paranaense, which is not one of our big clubs here in Brazil,
Mhm,
but it is one of the clubs that's always uh, revealing good talents.
mhm,
And he appeared. He was playing very well. He got called up to the national team. He didn't play, but he was called up, and after that, he was sold to Europe. So I think that he played for some different teams, right, in Europe: Juventus, Fiorentina, I guess Barcelona also.
yep.
But he's a solid goalkeeper, I would say. I think he's a solid goalkeeper.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Paolo, and it's been a pleasure. And yeah, I will take you up on that offer to speak about the Brazilian leagues, because it is of interest to hear to us. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
And thank you everybody for joining me on this show. Please hit the like, the subscribe, the bell button, share with everyone as well. We will be doing more of these. If your country has not been represented as well, please do contact me in the details below. You're more than welcome to come on. But until the next show, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure.